From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Just as we do every Thanksgiving Day, the kick is off, and here we go from Detroit. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's touched down about 5 yards shy of that first down marker. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings us 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Second and 4. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Nix with it on first. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll throw again. Nix. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fox now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Play action now. Allen gets everything he has under this throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Connection made to Shakir. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. They cross the 40 on a nice run. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that second level.
Going to the ground again on first. Big gap up the middle. And he's finally taken down at the 3. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Cook.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Now Allen going to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills finish off their opening drive. Extra point up and good for Bass. And the Bills respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. And the tight end goes in motion left. Here's Nix to throw right away. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for the Lions. First down.
Nix to the air. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Nix. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they're fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Nix looking to throw again. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bills' 27-yard line.
To throw is Nix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Here's Nix once more. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They'll run with Hall. minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
To throw, here's Nix. Being chased out left. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Bo Nix, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a couple. They run it again with Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Motion man is Shakir. They'll try the middle with Cook. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Here's Allen to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Throwing Nix. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got his man. It's good for a Lion touchdown. Rondale Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Give to Cook out of the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Allen now looks to throw. And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will 24-yard line.
You can't admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 76 yards. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Back to throw. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Looking for James Cook out of the backfield that time. And now it's 2nd down. Allen going to throw. This pass caught by Hamler. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Duvernay in motion. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's taken in by Duvernay. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And again, it's Allen. Shakir holds it in. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Allen going to change this at the line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Cook is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. And no sidestepping that hit. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Allen. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here.